Have you given yourself? How much are you burning for God? Dedication is a platform for glorification. You want to be glorified, then be dedicated. He said, except a corn of wheat fall down to the ground and dies, it abideth alone. But if it dies, it bringeth forth much fruit. Much fruit. You know how many destinies are tied to you? How many lives are connected to you? It is your dedication to God that brings that life out of you. Am I speaking this morning? So once you are ready to go extreme for God, God will not go extreme for you. Until you are willing to go for God, you are burning for God, you are going for God. Oh God, you are going for God. In the morning you are going for God. Many of us, we are so weak for God, and God is also weak for you. Are you going for God? Are you burning for God? Dedication is to be burning for God. I told God, I am not in ministry because I'm a pastor. I'm in ministry because I love you. I'm dedicated to you. Dedication is a platform for God to glorify you. There are some things you don't pray for when we are dedicated to God. In your heart, not putting some things on the day that God needs you. I'm telling you one of the secrets. Somebody once asked me, say, sir, can you please share a little of how God has helped you? I say, my secret is that I'm dedicated to God. To God. To God. I want to beg you, don't use your job as an excuse for dedication, or it will exclude you for glorification. Don't use your job as an excuse for dedication. Exclude you for glorification. Take that. Don't use your job as an excuse for dedication, or that job will exclude you for glorification. If you want to be glorified, never give anything as an excuse. What is dedication? Is ready to die for God and for his kingdom. Ready to die for God. How many of us are willing to die for God today? How many of us are ready to give our all for God? Out for, I'm telling you what makes great. Chapter 6 verse 33 in Matthew, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing shall be added unto you. Every other thing that people are dying to get shall be added. So you don't need to pray for them. You don't need to pray for, I've never prayed for a car once in my life, and I have them. So number 2 is to stand for God. Dedication is to stand for God. Those who stand for God, they will stand that in life. Those that stand for God, are you standing for God, or you are still compromising for God? Dedication is a platform. So if dedication has lifted you, dedication will sustain your lifting. What you are praying for, stop praying for them. Father, give me car. Father, go and sow yourself to God. I'm telling you what makes work. And Isaac sowed in that land. Isaac wanted to run. Oh, remember, he wanted to run. But when God told Isaac, say, Isaac, don't go anywhere, stay here. The woman Sarah said, no, Hannah, she has been going to Shiloh, but once Shiloh said she will be dedicated this time. She began to pray, she began to serve, and God answered her prayer. Are you dedicated to God? Is a wife dedicated to her husband, or husband, are you dedicated to your wife? Dedication is a platform for God to glorify us.